Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Duels with our Naya, Aggro, Exerty deck of goodness. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the games. I'll see you there. Alright, we're in. We've got all three colours of our mana, a little bit of removal, and a decent threat to put down on the board. I think this is perfectly acceptable, depending on what our opponent is doing. We also have a turn 3 indestructible creature as well, so we can get to keep a permanent threat on the board for the most part. On a crop captain, well, we're going to lead off with the Canopy Vistar. And then we can go into Clifftop to Mountain, play the Captain, Clifftop Retreat into Erosis Champion, or even Ronus, depending on how I feel on the day. Hissing Quagmire. Well, Evolving Wilds is a little bit too early right now because I don't really want to use it. It's just not going to be suitable. Because we want to play the retreat to play our 3 drops. We don't really want to be taking a turn off to crack the Evolving Wild. So that's going to be another turn away before we make use of that. So, does he have removal for my captain? Nope, he's just going to go for a Nissa. Nissa gets him a forest. We've got essentially no rush to kill that right now, because he's not going to block our captain. Not a chance in hell. And if he does, then I guess I could do prepare. But I kind of prefer to just get a champion down. Use removal to clear the way and then pump it with a prepare. That would be my preferred plan. So let's get him for 3. We're not hasting anything out, so might as well play everything post-combat. Hit him for 3. Down to 17, I would assume. Yep. Clifftop Retreat, and let's go with... Just go with the champion. See, we could have gone Ronus there and used its ability to give this trample. But not sure that would have been the better play, since Erosis Champion can potentially present a lot more damage with the right cards. Hey, Samut. I like seeing you here. Question is, do I want to hold up Harness Lightning plus prepare? Or do I just want to set up the Samut next turn? I think the Samut next turn is a lot better, so let's just swing in. Pump up our champion. He's going to use Anguished Unmaking on our Erosis champion, which is going to kill it, but it's going to deal 3 anyway, so he's not really saved himself too much damage with that play. And then he takes another 3 down to 11. So we can play a Ronus, because he's not going to be able to flip his Nissa anytime soon. Well, at least I don't think he is. Actually, a Explosive Vegetation into a land would do it. But that would have him tapped out with a 3 loyalty planeswalker that would die. So, Ronus, Evolving Wilds, go. Crack the wilds and go get another green source, I think. So we've got double green, double white, double red now. And passes. Okay, holding up the Hissing Quagmire, so we could just essentially pump up the Captain to give Ronas the ability to attack. Which would put us off of Samut, unfortunately, but... we could even harness lightning it after that as well. So, give this +2/+0 and trample. Allows Ronas to hit for 5, which is a disgusting amount to hit for. It's actually 6 now that he's let us attack. And suits up his Hissing Quagmire. We will kill it. Knock him off of a land. Force him to block with his Nissa, most likely, and take 6. And an extra 3, so he's taking 9 here. Beautiful. So, he's either dead if we draw a 4-power creature or a creature with the ability to pump it. Well, or he's dead next turn, was also my point. So, Clifftop Retreat, we can Samut on his end step. He won't see that one coming. And then that's probably going to give us lethal. Especially since he taps out with a Linvala. Let's get that Samut in there. He goes up to 7. Draw more ether hubs and more lands in general. That's no fun for anyone. Right, so we can prepare, which allows Ronas to attack. And then I think fight will also do it. Yep, that'll do. And use fight. Samut fights Linvala. Mine wins. Gain 5 life, and then attack him for 15. Sweet. Pressure. That's how it's done. Alright, we're off to a great start. I'll see you in the next game. Alright, we're on the draw. We've got a 1-lander in arguably the wrong colour. If we got a white source, this hand would be pretty sweet. More so if it was a red and white source. I'm going to throw it back though. This one is much better. We've got a turn 2 Initiate into turn 3 Tracker if we are confident it will survive. Otherwise it'll be turn 4. So I would like another turn 3 play perhaps. Canopy Vistas. Okay, well, we're going to throw one down, because we can. And then we can Sun Petal Grove or Mountain to get the Initiate out. Okay, green, black. Delirium. Could be a sacrifice deck. Could be a 3-colored deck and then work its way into Super Friends, as is tradition. Let's get our Initiate out. Let's see if our opponent has any removal. Fatal Push, perhaps. Nope. Okay. Might also be waiting for us to go to our attacks, I suppose. Could have Murder open now. Gonna go with the Unbridled Growth. It might be a Revolt deck then. Interesting. Could still be a tricolored deck though. Unbridled Growth helping to smooth out the mana a little bit. But I'm pretty sure it's just Revolt here. Is he just going to pass, or is he going to play? I think what we're going to do is we're going to exert the Glory Bound Initiate as well, because we do have Prepare in hand to untap it and give it +2/+2, which means we'll be able to attack him for 6 the turn after. It's 10 total with the Initiate. It's pretty sweet. Opponent's still in the tank though as to whether or not they should play whatever they've got in hand. And they're going to pass. Okay. Hey, the Honor Crop Captain. Okay, well, we're going to play a Mountain. And unfortunately, we don't have the mana base to Captain plus Expedite. Which is a shame. Should have Cindergladed probably, and that would have helped us out there, but we didn't know we were going to draw all of this together. Alright, let's exert. 4/4 lifelink goes to remove it. Fatal Push, there it is. That's fair enough. Alright then. We do not gain any life. Let's play down... Which one do we want to go first? Well, we know he's got fatal pushes, so the captain dies to that. But playing the tracker, then a captain, doesn't really change the fact that that's the case. So, I guess we'll just play the captain, because we want to make a land drop off the tracker in the future. Pretend to hold up protection spells and whatnot. Okay, Bygone Bishop would be a decent blocker if we didn't have Prepare. Herois' Champion, though. Well, we could swing him for 3. If he goes to block, then we pump. If he doesn't, then we've just got him for 3. And we champion, and then hope to prepare that instead. The problem is, if we do prepare, we don't actually cast any of this stuff. So I think it's just going to be tracker into land. Get a clue. Thank you. Cinderglade. It's actually a Jund deck. Three cards in hand. Lots of decisions. Goes with another Bygone Bishop. Fair enough. Can now double block the Tireless Tracker, slowing us down even more. And then cracks the clue. So we're working with perfect information for this turn. Good, good. A ride down would be lovely. Getting in for 2. Alright, never mind. So we can crack the clue and use Prepare. Kill whatever he blocks. And get a nice pump up. Plus some lifelink as well. And then we can fight off the other bishop later with the Aftermath. Hello, Canopy Vista. Canopy Vista? Glorybringer. I'm going to play the Canopy Vista and get a clue. That's our follow-up play then. Good, good. Herois' Champion plus a Expedite is not ideal here because it still trades off with all of our creatures. So I think we're going to go with the cracking of the clue. And then swing through, because he could always just crack his growth and fatal push away the tracker. So I'd like to get some damage in if I can help it. So we're likely swinging in for 5 here. I guess he blocks here. And then we prepare killing it, gaining 5. 10-point swing. Just going to take it. Interesting. You must have the removal for our tracker then. That, or he plans on making lots of clues to trigger revolt. Because it is quite important to his deck, I'm going to imagine, that he has something to remove from his side of the battlefield. So, cracks the growth. Do we see a fatal push? See an isolated chapel. Alright, he's going quite heavy on colours now. Which is a worry. Because that just means super friends as far as I'm concerned. But at least we can Glorybringer over the top. More than likely. There's your fail push. Sure. And his own Tireless Tracker. We can kill that with our Glorybringer. Because I imagine he's going to swing in with his bishops. At least one of them. There you go. Not swinging it at all. Interesting. That is very interesting. Right, we're going to play the planes now. The Cinderglade comes into play untapped on our future turn. Right, what's the biggest blowout potential here? It's probably Glorybringer, Exert, kill, hit for 4, untap it later, do it again. Glorybringer dodges fatal push as well, which is pretty sweet. Alternatively, we've got the Initiate plus Champion and then Expedite as well to give either of them haste. But that just makes chump blocks, and I don't like that. Chump blocks and trades. It ain't nice. Let's go with the Glorybringer. Just swing in with the Glorybringer on its own. Keep the captain back. Well, actually, if we captain, he likely trades a bishop for it. I don't care for that, actually. Alright, let's exert, kill one of the bygone bishops. Blossoming defense. Cracking a clue. Okay, sure. Does he take the 4 or does he block and chump? Probably takes the 4. No, he's going to trade. Well, he's going to chump anyway. So he just got a Tireless Tracker left, and if he doesn't crack 2 clues or have a pump spell, that's going to die next turn. Leaving him with nothing and giving us the chance for an Alpha Strike. Because that's going to be a 6/6 flyer, 7/6 with the captain coming in. Thanks to the prepare as well. Exert it again, killing the Tireless Tracker. Which allows for the captain to get in damage, and then Neurosis Champion on top of that, or even the Glory-bound Initiate, depending on the mana. So let's see, mana base. Let's go white and green for the prepare. We're left with 4 mana, 5 mana. Anguished Unmaking. Okay, Glorybringer down. Takes 3 though. Question is, 1, does he tap out? And 2, does he swing in here and leave his guard down? No. He's holding back. Okay. Oh, sorry opponent. When you just get what you need. It's a sad time. Right, Glorybringer coming back out. And let's swing in. Got some removal. Cracks the clue. Doesn't have Fatal Push mana open anymore. Does have Burn mana, I guess, and Blossoming Defense, but we're still exerting on this anyway, because we might as well. We're going to be using Prepare. Untap it. Give it +2/+2 and lifelink. And that's probably game. Sweet. Oh, nice little top deck from us there. So that was pretty good. Alright, let's go on to one more game. See you there. Alright, we're in, and we're on the play. We've got no creatures, but we've got 4 lands, all of our colours, a bit of pump, and a game-winning card if we get the creature. It's so risky that I think I'm going to take it. Let's go Evolving Wilds, crack it for a forest, then out our deck, up the odds of getting a creature. A lot of our good creatures are turn 3 plays anyway, so we've got a little bit of time to find them. And of course, we've got the mana for any turn 2 play as well. Come on, creature. It's another pump spell. Alright, well, Needle Spires, pass the turn. Come on, creature. Oh dear. This hand could come back to bite us. Let's see. Hey! Hey, creature. Alright then. Voltaic Brawler, 3/2, gains us 2 energy. Next turn we can attack with it, give it +1/+1 and trample in the face of any kind of threat on the board. We can also pump it as well, give it more energy for more trampling later down the line. Should be pretty sweet. Our opponent is currently mono green. Now they are green-black. Okay, and they still pass the turn. Ooh, they might be a ramp deck, maybe. That's a possibility. And having Ronus on the field is pretty sweet. Let's swing in with the Brawler, just in case he has some sort of removal, then we can use Blossoming Defense. I shall not use the energy just yet. Well, maybe we should have, because we've got the High Spire Infusions to generate it back, but I want to get down Ronus and pass the turn. So now we can use our High Spire Infusions to pump up the Voltaic Brawler pre-combat, which allows Ronus to get in for an attack as well. Oh, there's some blue. It does have double black open now, so hello. Alright, we're about to do some stupid things here. Lathnu Hellion allows Ronus to attack. We get some energy. I'm going to swing in with everything. Yep, our opponent's had enough of the unbelievable amount of pressure we're putting on him now. We will use the energy. Should have used it last turn for that extra point, but there you go. Changed my mind at the last minute. And it looks like it's not going to matter anyway. We pay the energy. And all of our creatures have got them dead. Looks like they picked a very, very greedy hand. And there's nothing they can do here. Damage can't be prevented. And it's all doubled. Let's go to combat. We've got Blossoming Defense open to protect any creature. and everything's doing double damage now. Boom. Minus 22. Alright, that's going to do it for today's episode. So if you did enjoy the content, then be sure to leave a like. It helps me out a great deal. Lets me know you're still enjoying the Magic Duels content. Don't forget to hit that little bell icon as well right next to subscription, and that'll give you notifications when I release new videos. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.